So the brakes are done. Everything's tight. Started taking the sway bar bushings and stuff off, and I don't know, man. Subaru, I don't know. It's not. It might not even be Subaru's fault, but the end links that they use on these things is ridiculous. First of all, look at that. Look how it's not just turning; it's also clicking and moving. I mean, it's there's nothing left of it in there. Anyway, you got to hold that thing. It's like a strut almost. You got to hold that with an Allen key, I guess a 6mm. That's what I found that fit. And then turn this like interference lock nut, which are the worst to get undone. I mean, these things, especially if you get a little corrosion on there, they just the driver's side came off all right. Still took some doing, but the passenger side, the one that was through the sway bar itself, I had to, here's a piece of it, look at that. This stripped out, the hole for the shaft stripped out immediately, and it just went downhill from there. I ended up using a chisel and my cutoff wheel to basically get that stupid thing apart. So what I'm about to do now is bolt everything back up, and I wanted to show you guys how I had to modify the sway bar bushing brackets from Energy Suspension. Now, the driver's side, this is 95157G, 13/16. And actually, that reminds me, like I said, I can't do that math in my head. So it's 20.6mm, basically, 20.5mm, which is only slightly bigger than the rubber ones. I think the rubber ones have a number 20 stamped on the side, so I'm guessing that's 20mm. Half a millimeter, 3mm, you know, extra all the way around isn't going to make any difference. Plus the poly's so much stiffer, it's going to feel better anyway. So here's the unmodified. Actually, do I have? Yeah, let me show you the Subaru one too. The Subaru one's pretty dinky. Here's the Subaru one. Here's the Energy Suspension one. And when you look at it at first, you're like, no way is this going to fit. But on the driver's side, see that the holes work. On the driver's side, this fits right on. I didn't have to do a thing. It fits right on. The original bolts will work. I'm going to use some washers because those holes are a little smaller. Passenger side, there's a couple brackets and things that get in the way. So here's what I had to do. I don't love it, but I had to chop a decent amount off of this end. But it's going to be okay. I mean, it's locked in here. It's not going to go anywhere. I'm going to use a little bit of blue Loctite on the that's on the back, so that gets a bolt. And then up front here, I just had to shave maybe 1/8 of an inch from where it comes down. Shaved 1/8 of an inch off, and it fits right on, no problems. So I'm going to throw that on, get everything tightened back up. I know there wasn't much of a video on the sway bar stuff, but it's too cramped. I mean, it's so late already. I don't have time to goof around here. It's 3:15 now, so I have to leave to pick my son up in 45 minutes. Great. So back wheels are on. I just have to torque them once it's on the ground. Everything's together up front. I'm going to throw these on. Hopefully that goes fairly quick. Put the front wheels on. Put it on the ground, torque everything, and then go for my little bed-in drive, come back, clean up, and then I'll be done for the day. So that's that. Maybe I'll take a video while I'm driving just to I don't know, see if you can see that it's better. But for now, I'm gonna put this back together. All right, we're in the Subaru here after my brake job. I'm about to take it for a little spin. I'm gonna do a little bed-in behind this firehouse in the parking lot. I'm not going to do a full-fledged racing bed in. I'm just going to give them a couple stops and then let them cool off and then head home. Probably can't even get going fast enough in this parking lot to do that. Ooh. I'll tell you what, I can immediately feel the difference in the steering. Immediately. I can 100% tell that the steering's tighter. since fixing those end links. Can't really go anywhere to get up any speed around here. Definitely no wheel shake, that's for sure. Not yet, anyway. I'll tell you what, though, man. Oh, wow, does it feel so much tighter. I also aired up my tire pressure. It was about 10 psi low all the way around. I'm guessing because it's gotten colder out. That probably is making a difference also. Am I crazy for thinking my steering wheel's better centered too? Probably. ABS kicking in a little bit. I could probably do this on a dry day. Feels great. The brakes feel so good. I guess I did it right. I mean, I'm not even pressing as hard as I can. I'm trying not to let the ABS kick in. Let's go do some windy roads and then head back, clean up, and call this a success. It's a totally different car. I love it. So just to recap, new rotors all around, new pads all around, new brake hardware all around, new polyurethane sway bar bracket bushings from Energy Suspension, new Duralast. They had two options for end links. One was $12.99 and the other was $19.99. Now, I asked him to set the $12.99 aside because I'd like to get some better ones, end links, at some point. So I figured I would just go cheap now. And when I got them home, my dad brought them back. They look an awful lot like the $19 ones. They have a visual difference. And the guy rung me up for the $12.99 ones. So I don't know what happened there, but whether he just keyed in the part number of the cheap one, I'm not sure. It didn't look like he did any price override, so I think he just, I don't know. I don't know what he did. So either that or he realized he didn't have the cheap ones after I said my dad was on the way down. So he helped me out. But either way, I think I got $40 worth of end links for $24 worth of end links. Big deal, right? Or no, $40, yeah. So I'll tell you what, they made a big difference. Great big difference. The car feels so much tighter. I don't feel like nothing's dragging. Brakes feel good. I was hoping to let them cool off a little bit more, but not everything feels tighter. I just hit those bumps back there, no noise up front. Normally I'd get a bang bang out of the front end. So I guess the end links, either the end links or the bushings or both, were causing my all my noises up front. I guess it wasn't my control arm bushings. This was one of the worst areas that it always used to do it. is on this bridge that I'm on right now. And I don't know if it's because of the different type of road surface that's on the bridge, but it really never liked it at all. Rock solid. It feels like a completely different car. Nothing. Can't feel a thing. I don't know. I can't believe I waited as long as I did to change the brakes. And I'm also really glad I found the busted end links, because I think that was causing me a lot of problems.